The wind threw prickly raindrops through the windows of the old circus, as if trying to penetrate the oppressive silence inside. Once the arena had buzzed with laughter and applause, and the air was saturated with the smell of popcorn and cotton candy. Now only dampness, mold, and the ghosts of the past haunt the place. Maria, a young restorer of old buildings, swallowed a lump in her throat as she looked around the dilapidated auditorium. She had promised herself not to give in to the oppressive atmosphere, but goosebumps ran up and down her spine. In the dim lamplight, the shabby walls seemed ominous, and the shadows from the broken chairs resembled twisted figures. Maria reached the dressing room at the very back of the circus. The door creaked open, revealing a dusty room with a broken mirror and a lonely chair in the middle. The remains of costumes lay on the floor, and in the corner stood a shabby trunk filled to the top with props. Among the colorful fabrics and wigs, Maria noticed something white. It was a clown's mask, carved from time-faded ceramic. Its smile, once cheerful and carefree, now seemed eerie and predatory. The mask seemed to be watching Maria, and the girl felt a chill run down her spine. Maria shoved the mask into her backpack, pushing the bad feeling away. She was about to leave when a barely audible whisper came from behind a leaning closet. Holding her breath, Maria slowly approached it and opened the doors. There was nothing inside but an old poster of a clown wearing a mask just like the one Maria had found. Underneath the image was the caption, "Harlequin, master of laughter and terror." Suddenly, something rattled and fell in the hallway. Maria shuddered and turned around. The lantern in her hand flashed and went out, plunging the dressing room into pitch blackness. The girl froze in place, her heart pounding frantically in her chest. She thought she heard a low, sinister giggle sounding quite close by. "It's just the wind," Maria whispered, trying to pull herself together. But fear had already gripped her in an icy grip. She searched the darkness for a switch, but the light didn't come on. It was as if the circus did not want to let the uninvited guest go. Maria rushed to the exit, stumbling over the scattered props. When she reached the corridor, she saw a faint light coming from the main hall. That's where she headed, hoping to get out of this cursed place as soon as possible. As she passed the arena, Maria noticed movement out of the corner of her eye. She froze, afraid to turn her head. Was it her imagination, or did the shadow sliding along the wall resemble the figure of a clown? Suddenly, a shrill laugh cut through the air. Maria turned around sharply. In the arena, illuminated by a single beam of light shining through a hole in the dome, stood a figure in a clown costume. In her hands, she held the glowing ball that had caught the girl's attention. The mask on the clown's face was an exact copy of the one Maria had found. The figure took a step toward her, and Maria could see her face under the mask. It was white as chalk, its lips stretched unnaturally in a ghastly smile, and its eyes burned with mad fire. Maria screamed with terror and rushed to run. She ran, not seeing the road, until she came to the street. It was raining like a bucket of rain, but Maria paid no attention to it. She ran, stumbling and falling, until she reached her car. She jumped in, locked the doors, and it took her a long time to catch her breath, her whole body shaking. From then on, Maria never returned to the old circus again. She often had nightmares in which she was chased by a mad clown with a glowing ball in his hands, and his laughter haunted her even in reality. The mask that had caused her nightmares had mysteriously disappeared, leaving behind only fear and the chilling feeling that somewhere out there in the darkness, Harlequin, the master of laughter and terror, was still waiting for his time.